Welcome to our SOLIDWORKS Quick Start guide. In this video, we'll guide you through creating your first 3D part, understanding the basic steps of 3D modeling, building an assembly, and making a technical drawing. Let's get started. Begin by clicking New and selecting Part. In SOLIDWORKS, everything starts with a sketch on a face or plane. Choose one of the three fundamental planes, front, top, or right. Let's select the top plane and start a sketch. Use basic sketch tools like line, rectangle, or circle to draw an enclosed shape. Once your shape is complete, go to Features and select Extruded Boss Base to turn your sketch into a 3D solid, adjusting the length as needed. You can then select faces of your solid to create additional sketches, using Extrude or Extruded Cut to add or remove material. Use the History bar to roll back and modify previous features or sketches. By building one feature at a time, you can create complex models. Remember, choose a face or plane, draw an enclosed sketch, and extrude or cut to build your 3D part. Now that we've created our first 3D part, let's delve deeper into the 6 fundamental steps of 3D modeling in SOLIDWORKS. These steps are the building blocks you'll use repeatedly to create any model. Step 1. Select a face or plane. Since new models have no faces, choose one of the basic planes, front, top, or right. Step 2. Start a new sketch on that plane. Step 3. Draw your geometry, like a rectangle or circle. Step 4. Tie your geometry to the origin to define its position in space, preventing it from floating without constraints. Step 5. Add relationships and dimensions to fully define the sketch. Black lines indicate it's fully defined. Step 6. Create the feature by choosing an operation like extrude or cut. For example, we drew a rectangle, dimensioned it, and extruded it to form a block. Then we added a hole by sketching a circle on a face, dimensioning its position and size, and performing an extruded cut through all. These 6 steps, selecting a face or plane, starting a sketch, drawing geometry, tying it to the origin, adding dimensions, and creating the feature, are the building blocks you'll use repeatedly to model in SOLIDWORKS. With a solid understanding of the modeling process, let's use our parts to build an assembly. We'll learn how to bring components together and define their relationships. First, identify the base part, the main, non-moving piece, which is the jar. To create an assembly, select the jar, go to File, Make Assembly from Part, and choose the basic assembly template. The jar will be placed into the assembly, fixed at the origin, aligning with its original planes. Next, bring in the other components. If they're open, go to Window, Tile horizontally to view all open files. Then drag and drop the lid and inner component into the assembly. Arrange them roughly in place. To assemble the parts, use the Mate tool from the Assembly toolbar. For example, select the bottom face of the inner component and the bottom inside face of the jar. Then apply a coincident matet. Next, select the cylindrical faces of both parts to make them concentric. Repeat these steps to place the lid onto the jar. You can duplicate components by holding Ctrl and dragging them, or delete unwanted components by selecting them and pressing Delete. By adding mates, you can strain the parts together, building your assembly. Remember, you can also import components from external sources like online catalogs. That's how you create an assembly in SOLIDWORKS, by bringing in parts and defining their relationships. Now that we've assembled our components, the final step is to create a detailed technical drawing to communicate our design specifications clearly. To begin, go to File and select Make Drawing from Part. Once in the drawing environment, you'll see your part's different views on the right. Drag and drop the desired view into your drawing, and SOLIDWORKS will automatically offer projected views. You can place front, side, and isometric views as needed. Next, use the Smart Dimension tool to add critical dimensions to your drawing, such as lengths, diameters, and positions. This fully defines your part for manufacturing. Add notes by using the Notes feature, specifying material, finish, and any other important details. You can also utilize the Design Library to insert standard annotations or frequently used notes. Don't forget to fill out the title block with information like part name, number, and revision. Instead of manually typing, link these fields to the part's custom properties by editing the part's properties and entering the necessary details. This ensures your drawing stays up to date with the part's information. We've covered a lot in this video, from creating parts and assemblies to generating technical drawings. With these foundational skills, you're well on your way to mastering SOLIDWORKS. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more SOLIDWORKS tips and tutorials.